Welcome to Kcse English. In this video, we focus on how to write application letters and a curriculum vitae. These are very important aspects of the syllabus at Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. Each and every student needs to master the skills of how to write an application letter and a curriculum vitae. That is why you need to take this video very seriously and master the elements of a curriculum vitae and the elements of an application letter. Welcome. The first question that we need to ask ourselves is, what is an application letter? Application letters are a type of official letters. An application letter is written to apply for something. That is why in this video, we focus on application for a job. You require this skill to pass Kcse Paper 1 examination. It is also an important skill in life. You will be expected to apply for jobs long after you have graduated from school. That is why you need to master the skills of writing an application letter. So, the question here is, why do we write application letters? An application letter is written to express interest in a job. It is the first thing that a prospective employer uses to assess your capability to perform a given job. That is why it should be well constructed. It has to demonstrate that you are a serious applicant for the job and you have the necessary etiquette to perform the duties. Let us first of all look at the things to remember as you write your application letter. There are general things that you need to know before you write an application letter. First and foremost, you need to remember that your letter should be written in good grammar. Number two, you must demonstrate that you are well equipped with life skills in your letter. Number three, you need to write clearly and concisely. Now let us look at the elements of an application letter. Your application letter should have the following. First, it should indicate your address, that is the writer's address. Number two, your application letter should have a date, that is the date when you wrote the letter. Number three, your application letter should show the recipient's address, that is the person you have addressed the letter to. Number four, your application letter should show salutation. Number five, your application letter should show the subject of your letter. And finally, your application letter must have the body of the letter. The body of your letter should have the following information. One, the job you are applying for. Number two, how you came to learn of the job. Number three, your letter should show personal information, for instance, your age and citizenship. Number 4, the skills and experience that you have for the job. Number 5, the body of your letter should show how your experience matches the requirements of the job. Number 6, your letter should promise that you are going to do the best in that very organization or in performing your duties. Number 7, your body, or rather the body of your letter, should express your availability for the job. That means that you should indicate if you are available for the job anytime or after 2 months or after 3 months and so on. The other important aspect of the body is the fact that you need to thank the person you are writing to for the time and consideration for your application. Equally important, the body of your letter should indicate that you have attached a curriculum vitae. This is very important because the curriculum vitae, as we will see in a short while, really defines who you are. Another important aspect that should appear in the body of your letter is the closing tag. In most cases, we use the tag "yours faithfully." And finally, your letter should be signed, and under the signature, you should clearly write your name. Now pause and look at the sample application letter on your screen. The sample letter has all the elements that we have discussed. Try to identify them. Remember that in the assessment of your answers at Kcse examination, we try to find out if you have mastered these elements. Now let us turn to the curriculum vitae. As noted earlier, a curriculum vitae, or simply CV, is always attached to the letter of application. We also noted that you should indicate in the application letter that you are attaching a curriculum vitae. So, what is a curriculum vitae? And what are the elements of a curriculum vitae? A curriculum vitae is a document that contains personal information about the applicant's educational background and career qualification, among other things. It is prepared by the applicant for a given position. The question is, what are the elements of a curriculum vitae? This is critical. It is important for each one of us to master what makes a curriculum vitae. We have to know what we should put in a curriculum vitae. And these are the skills that we test at Kcse examination. The curriculum vitae contains the following information. 1. Personal information. That is your name, your date of birth, your contacts, your nationality, and your gender. Number 2. Your curriculum vitae should show your educational background. That is, the names of the institutions you attended, and this should be arranged from the most recent. You may also show what you obtained in the examinations that you did at those levels. Number 3, your curriculum vitae should contain achievements or your own achievements. If, for example, you managed to excel and obtained a certain certificate, make sure that you indicate that you excelled in a certain field and you obtained a certificate. Number 4, your curriculum vitae should show your work experience. That means that you need to indicate where you have performed certain duties and the exact duties you performed and how these duties are related to the job you are applying for. In other words, if, for example, you have just completed your Kcse examination and you have been helping your parents on the farm, indicate in your application letter that you have some knowledge about crop and animal husbandry. On another level, it is also important for you to indicate if you have any leadership experience. Maybe you have been a prefect, maybe you've been given a role in your church as the youth leader. All these things are important, and you should show your leadership experience by indicating that you have once been in a position of leadership. In your curriculum vitae, you need to also show interests and hobbies. You need to indicate what you like doing and the hobbies you engage in. This is very important because the prospective employer gets to understand what you like doing, and if it has something to do with the job that you have applied for, then that becomes an added advantage. You should indicate in your curriculum vitae the names, designation, and contacts of people who know you and can confirm the details you have written in your curriculum vitae and in your application letter. Now pause and look at the sample curriculum vitae on your screen. I want to ask you to try and identify the elements that we have discussed in the sample curriculum vitae on the screen. On that note, we come to the end of this video in which we focused on how to write application letters and curriculum vitae. Join us again and again as we roll out videos that will help you master the skills that will be examined at Kcse English examination. You may like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Bye for now.